Rhythm number 2 locks in really nicely with part number 1, or rhythm number 1. Upper voicings an octave up, and the reason I've done that is to obviously separate the frequencies between guitar part number 1 and guitar part number 2. Some new voicings in there for you if you've not played these before. Really cool, and it's going to expand your playing exponentially. It's awesome. Let's pull up that track and I'll show you the guitar part that I'm talking about. Let's take a look at guitar part number 2 now, and what I wanted to do, because the guitar part in number 1 was playing in the lower region of the guitar frequency range wise, I thought it might be a nice idea to play something either up an octave to give more frequency separation. And the part that I chose was playing this power chord E here. I've got my first finger at the 2nd fret holding my root note down. I've got my 3rd finger playing B and E, so that constitutes a power chord, a root and 5th. Okay, and what I'm using is my thumb and 1st and 2nd fingers to pluck the notes, and the first attack on that is this E5 chord. So, and then what I'm doing is playing an A chord barred at the 2nd fret. You can see that top 4 strings, but I'm only plucking the 4th, 3rd and 2nd strings. So I've got this. So I'm playing my A, and remember we were implying an A here with the E and the C sharp. So we've got this. And then to play that D that we were playing, I'm putting my 2nd finger down to give me a D on those top 3 strings, albeit I'm only playing the middle 3 strings. So we've got this for the first couple of parts. It's then I go back to E again, A to D, and then I come back off to go back to the A, because on the 2nd time we did this. Remember, we went back to that A part. So here's the first part of it again. So I'm going back to the A that 2nd time. 3rd time round, I'm playing this first part again, and then I'm playing an A to a G. Okay, now the A I'm playing at the 5th string, and then I'm holding down the 4th and 3rd strings, plucking those to a G5 chord. So I'm not actually putting the 3rd in the chord. I'm not putting this note in here. I'm keeping that as a 5 chord. All right, so it's a G5. So, and those chords are pushed too. So here's the part slow. Okay, here's a bit more at tempo. And what you're going to find is you're going to get kind of a rolling feel against the other part. And because I was sliding into tones on guitar part number 1, you've got this really nice thing where the first guitar part is sliding into tones and sliding through these power chord kind of things. And we're keeping it a little more straight without any slide. So you get a really nice attack with this 2nd guitar part. And because that frequency range is higher than the other guitar part, it comes through a little more. All right. Now, if the bass player's an octave lower than the first guitar part, they're in that octave range, and then you're an octave above that. You get a really nice separation of all those parts. You've got the track that you can pull up, and you can play against the first guitar part and get this down under your fingers. And again, come up with some nice variations too over these guitar parts. These are basically ideas to get your juices flowing for creativity for your own jam parts. Okay, anyway, let's move on to number 3, and you're going to hear how the 3rd part now works with the first 2.